This single rusted paperclip sits on the dark oak, catching early daylight through a thin plume of smoke. Clock keeps rolling while the traffic slows down, looking for a little piece of peace in this town. Holding 3 old receipts right beside my cold tea. It is the tiny simple things that set my mind free. Laptops humming like an engine that will not rest. Calendar is packed with every deadline and test. I grab my favorite coat, slide my hands in the wool. Schedule is heavy but my spirit stays full. Just a 5-minute stretch while the dark road steeps, taking back the promises my calendar keeps. Phone screen lights up with another notification. I turn it face down, take a mini vacation. Breathing in the quiet while the city roars outside. Found a little haven where the worries cannot hide. Running through the rush hour, chasing down time, finding sweet contentment in a simple little line. A warm cup of coffee, a seat on the train, little bits of sunshine in between the heavy rain. It does not take a mountain just to feel alright. I am keeping small treasures in my heart tonight. Subway car is crowded, standing shoulder to shoulder. Noticing the autumn air is getting much colder. Somebody drops a smile as they step out the door. Suddenly the heavy isn't heavy anymore. Check my pocket for the note that I wrote yesterday. Just 2 simple words reminding me it is okay. Speeding through the gridlock, moving on the beat. Every little victory is making me complete. Phone screen lights up with another notification. I turn it face down, take a mini vacation. Breathing in the quiet while the city roars outside. Found a little haven where the worries cannot hide. Running through the rush hour, chasing down time, finding sweet contentment in a simple little line. Yeah. A warm cup of coffee, a seat on the train, little bits of sunshine in between the heavy rain. It does not take a mountain just to feel alright. I am keeping small treasures in my heart tonight. The world demands a giant show. It wants me everywhere I go. But happiness is quiet, small and neat. A simple rhythm underneath my feet. Rusted, the rusted paperclip right there on the wood. Everything is working out the way that it should. Just a small moment holding it tight, quiet in the middle of the neon light. The heavy hiss of air brakes echoes off the avenue. I see you standing there with way too much to do. Put down your heavy coat and step to the side. We can let all of the urban clutter slide. That high-pitched air brake hiss cuts through the street. You check your watch again and tap your tired feet. 3 unread emails and 2 missed calls, stacking up around you like concrete walls. I bought 2 cheap sodas from the corner store shelf. You gotta stop trying to save the world yourself. Sit on this stoop for a second or two. The concrete is warm and the sky is still blue. Your shoulders are up around your ears again. Forget about the places that you should have been. I know the deadline is pushing you hard, but we got 10 minutes right here in the yard. Leave your laptop in the bag right now. We can figure out the rest somehow. Ice cubes clinking in the plastic cup. Look at how the evening light is breaking up. Small winds hanging on a Tuesday night. Everything is gonna turn out right. Just take a sip and let the noise go dim. Fill the whole moment right up to the brim. Yeah. Your watch keeps buzzing with the digital chime, trying to tell you that you are out of time. The Crosswalk speaker clicks a fast little song, informing everybody that we do not belong unless we are sprinting to catch the next train, drowning our thoughts in the modern day strain. So share half this pretzel and laugh at the mess. You do not need more to feel any less stressed. Your shoulders are up around your ears again. Forget about the places that you should have been. I know the deadline is pushing you hard, but we got 10 minutes right here in the yard. Leave your laptop in the bag right now. We can figure out the rest somehow. Ice cubes drinking in a plastic cup. Look at how the evening light is breaking up. Small winds hanging on a Tuesday night. Everything is gonna turn out right. Just take a sip and let the noise go dim. Fill the whole moment right up to the brim. The city moves fast, but we can move slow. There is nowhere urgent, we gotta go. 2 cheap sodas and a bench in the shade. Watching the rush hour traffic fade. You do not have to conquer every single day. Sometimes you just sit and let it drift away. Leave your laptop in the bag right now. We can figure out the rest somehow. Ice cubes clinking in the plastic cup. Look at how the evening light is breaking up. Small winds hanging on a Tuesday night. Everything is gonna turn out right. Just take a sip and let the noise go dim. Fill the whole moment right up to the brim. Keep your phone in your pocket tonight. We are doing just fine in this neon light. 2 cheap sodas on a warm stoop floor. We do not need anything more. Maya runs on 20 different screens, chasing figures in a tight routine. Finds a moment right between the scenes. Simple quiet is her favorite dream. Yeah. Toasted hazelnut drifts through the grate as Maya checks her watch at 8:28. Her tablet buzzes with a dozen pings. She steps around the clutter that the city brings. 3 missed calls from the project led, an inbox full of things she does not need to read. She ducks beneath the awning where the sidewalk bends and buys a warm pastry before the morning ends. The light turns green, the crowd begins to surge. 2 separate worlds inside her mind converge. She takes 1 bite and shuts her weary eyes. A little pocket full of sweet surprise. She walks the beat of a heavy city rhythm, finding tiny diamonds in a broken system. Past the towering glass in the neon glare, she catches warm steam floating in the air. No giant victory, no sudden goal, just a simple story waiting to unfold. Her desk is stacked with quarter-4 reports. She sends her answers in a few short words. Her manager talks long on the conference line while Maya watches sparrows on a glowing sign. At 3 o'clock, she takes a 10-minute break, sips icy water just to stay awake. A street musician tunes a wooden bass. She drops a coin and smiles at his face. The light turns green, the crowd begins to surge. 2 separate worlds inside her mind converge. She takes 1 bite and shuts her weary eyes. A little pocket full of sweet surprise. She walks the beat of a heavy city rhythm, finding tiny diamonds in a broken system. Past the towering glass and the neon glare, she catches warm steam floating in the air. No giant victory, no sudden goal, just a simple story waiting to unfold. The schedule demands every single hour. The pressure rises like a sudden shower, but she hums along the headphones in the crowd, finding quiet moments where the streets are loud. She steps onto the train as the doors slide tight, unpacks a takeout in the kitchen light. A little calm inside a noisy space, a soft grin resting on Maya's face. Neon notifications flicker on the glass. Cities move quick, but the quiet moments last. Catching my breath in a 60-second pause. Finding the magic in the tiny little cars. A sudden recollection of salted plum shatters the silent office corridor. The conference room projector hums low against the polished marble floor. Pages beeping rhythm while 30 emails load on the screen. I am standing mid-stride, caught right between what is and what has been. The smell of roasted chicory drifts up from the street vendor's cart. 200 miles an hour outside, but time stops inside my heart. Data streams flash on the window pane, searching for a rhythm in the fast lane. Dropping my bag on the curb right now, learning how to breathe again, showing me how. Hold the elevator, let the red light fade. Sip cold belly tea in the neon shade. 24 hours on a relentless road. Find a little pocket where you keep your soul. Bright street graphics on a digital display. We take 5 seconds just to walk away. Raindrops beat on the smart glass panels over 7th Avenue. I swap my high-speed headset for a bite of sesame stew. A stranger smiles as the automated transit glides past the square. The bass bump echoes from a basement club somewhere in the air. Forget the forecast, forget the pending quarterly review. The simplest flavor on my tongue feels completely brand new. Data streams flash on the window pane, searching for a rhythm in the fast lane. Dropping my bag on the curb right now, learning how to breathe again, showing me how. Hold the elevator, let the red light fade. Sip cold belly tea in the neon shade. 24 hours on a relentless road. Find a little pocket where you keep your soul. Bright street graphics on a digital display. Take 5 seconds just to walk away. Cables in the ceiling, satellites above, running on a schedule, looking for some love. One quick laugh with the kid on the tram reminds me who I really am. Quiet in the middle of the crowded noise, finding simple pleasures, picking up the joy. Smart glass dims as the night steps in. Count down the moments where the calm begins. Paper cup empty on the bench nearby, looking at the glow of the synthetic sky. Just 10 minutes, just 10 minutes free. Who decided 30 seconds isn't enough to breathe? Step right, tap card, check screen, leave. Catch the rhythm while the platform clears, finding little sparkles in the atmosphere. Yeah. Who decided 30 seconds isn't enough to breathe? My brain is 27 browser tabs open at once. Green tea cooling down on a concrete ledge. Calendar flashing bright red on the edge. Swipe left, swipe right. Missed call from a friend I love. Cloudy sky looks like spilled oat milk above. Shoelaces untied, but the groove keeps moving me. Automated barista dropping bean ice smoothly. Did I reply to that email from Tuesday afternoon? Whatever, the street performer plays a killer tune. Feet keep tapping to the bass in my shoes. Got a long list of tasks that I refuse to choose. Fast pace, slow bass, pulsing my toes. Where the train goes, nobody really knows. Mind running wild like a runaway thread. Then the warm southern breeze resets my head. In the middle of the neon blur, I find my pocket quiet. Sidewalk, cheap over, golden hour riot. The world moves fast, but my steps stay sweet. Finding tiny little victories right here on the street. The world moves fast, but my steps stay sweet. Finding tiny little victories right here on the street. Yeah. battery at 4%. Guess I am finally free. Smell of fresh waffle cones blowing from section 3. Thought about my rent, then I thought about the dog. Street lights humming softly to the evening fog. Did the moon get bigger or am I just looking up? Tossing 2 extra marshmallows inside my cup. Fingerprints on glass screens, footsteps on stone. 8 million people feeling pleasantly alone. Breathing, step forward, let the kick drum play. Another chaotic, beautiful Tuesday. In the middle of the neon blur, I found my pocket of quiet. Cracked sidewalk, cheap boba, golden hour riot. The world moves fast, but my steps stay sweet. Finding tiny little victories right here on the street. Why rush when the tempo feels right? Traffic lights changing red to green to white. Thought loop spinning round, catching the spark. Sudden funny memory glowing in the dark. I laugh out loud, nobody even minds. Leaving all the heavy pressure way far behind. Where does the time go? Nobody can say. Sip the warm tea before the shop fades away. Microscopic peace in the middle of the rush. Headphones buzzing soft, turning noise into hush. Just a small smile right in my space. Slowing down the pace. Dear teenager sitting in that tiny bedroom back then, I wish you knew how softly all the wild static ends. You were racing against clocks that you did not even set, running out of breath for things you would eventually forget. Yeah, the weight of the chair holds down my midnight studio floor. I used to think that 24 hours was a locked door. You were 16, stressing over grades and empty pockets, counting down the seconds while your eyes burn in their sockets. Now I sit in a swivel frame with 40 messages queued, trading big anxieties for simple quiet gratitude. It is busy in the city, but the groove is pretty steady. I am breathing through the tempo that you thought was too heavy. You thought every mistake was a final curtain call. Turns out you get up fast whenever you happen to fall. I know you wanted glory, big lights and loud applause, but peace is taking 20 minutes just to hit a pause. Unclamping your jaw while the baseline rolls inside. Learning how to take every hectic day in stride. Dear little dreamer, you survived the daily grind, but left the panic rushes in the back of your mind. Now happiness is simple as a fresh fruit slice, a cool afternoon breeze that comes around twice. I am writing you a letter from the future, looking bright, finding quiet comfort in the middle of the night. Remember how you worried every choice would set you fate? Now I am 30-something, walking past the subway gate, stopping at a corner shop to buy a hot sweet tea, watching neon shadows dance around the gallery. The manager is texting, but the phone goes in my coat, taking time to enjoy a single saxophone note. You thought you needed fortune just to catch a breath of air. Turns out it takes a quiet minute resting right here. Small wins, fast lunch, laughing with a friend. Life is not a sprint that you have to defend. Dear little dreamer, you survived a daily grind, left the panic brushes in the back of your mind. Now happiness is simple as a fresh fruit slice, a cool afternoon breeze that comes around twice. I am writing you a letter from the future, looking bright, finding quiet comfort in the middle of the night. Drop your heavy shoulders, put the pencil on the desk. You do not have to turn your whole youth into a test. Every late night cramming session leads to where I stand, with the cup of convenience, coffee warm inside my hand. It gets better, it gets lighter, even when it's fast. Every storm you worried over melted into the past. Keep breathing, kid, you make it through the rush, but chair holds still. The city falls to a hush. Just enjoy the quiet room. You will get here soon. Amber tint bleeds through the frosted glass where we stand, holding lukewarm coffee cups inside a crowded brain. You look in my frantic eyes and smile real slow. Remind me that the world still moves when we let go. Indigo glow hits the asphalt right at 5. My wristwatch pings with 40 things to keep alive. Deadline stacked on deadline while I check the train schedule. Running on 3 hours, feeling completely non-functional. The guy beside me sitting on an overturned crate. Unwraps a warm pastry, says we're always running late. He laughs real soft, says look at how the sky turns mauve. You're missing all the prettiest colors on the block above. He hands me half a napkin with a sugar dusted edge. Says step back a second from the high-rise ledge. The bass line in my headphone starts to find a steady groove, and suddenly my heavy feet remember how to move. It takes a total stranger to slow down the rush, to turn 30 seconds into quiet in the crush. We're living in the hustle, chasing every single dime, but sitting on this curb, we're stealing back a piece of time. A 5-minute pause in a 24-hour spin. That's where the real life starts to settle in. I ask him where he's heading in this neon blue hour. He says nowhere fast, just enjoying city flower. Points to a tiny weed pushing through the concrete cracks. Says people trade their whole youth trying to buy time back. I check my phone once, then put it in my coat, listening to a stranger tell a story on a comm note. He used to work 80 hours down in Sector 4 until he learned the simplest things are worth a whole lot more. He hands me half a napkin with the sugar dusted edge. Says step back a second from the high-rise ledge. The bass line in my headphone starts to find a steady groove, and suddenly my heavy feet remember how to move. It takes a total stranger to slow down the rush, to turn 30 seconds into quiet in the crush. We're living in the hustle, chasing every single dime, but sitting on this curb, we're stealing back a piece of time. A 5-minute pause in a 24-hour spin. That's where the real life starts to settle in. We don't even exchange names before the bus doors slide. Just two random souls on a late evening ride. He nods toward the horizon where the violet shades blend. Sometimes a random word can make a heavy weekend. No deep philosophy, just a breath on the street. A moment of human contact where the timelines meet. Amber tint fades into deep night blue. Thanks for the talk, stranger. I needed that too. The bus pulls away into the evening glow. A simple, quiet moment in a high-speed show. Yeah. Yesterday you told me winter water tastes a little round. Now I'm standing by the cooler listening to the bubble sound. City moving fast while I am slowing down my beat. Counting every little gift lying on the street. A dog in orange booties takes 3 steps and starts to freeze. The delivery guy is whistling a song from 2003. Steam is spilling from the bakery like butter on the air. A girl with silver headphone wires is dancing on the stair. I got 9 unread emails asking where the project went, but I'm watching 2 street sparrows sitting on a vent. The dime from 1994 is lying in the drain, reflecting all the silver light before the afternoon rain. The city moves at 90 miles an hour on a track. I'm slipping all these small details right inside my backpack. Nobody notices the rhythm when they run, but I am keeping track of every single one. Catch the groove inside the quiet things, the tiny little joys that a busy hour brings. A crisp new bill from an old machine. The sudden amber shift right before the traffic green light. is loud, but the pocket beat is sweet. I keep my eyes right on the concrete street. Yeah, the pharmacy door sensor plays a chime in major C. The lady at the corner leaves an apple on the tree. Found a crumpled ticket stub inside my jacket fleece. The battery is 30%, but my mind feels peace. Someone drew a smiley face inside the dusty bus glass. A kid with light up sneakers jumping high as I pass. Deadline stacked up high enough to touch the office roof. Every tiny observation is a living, breathing proof. Oh, catch the groove inside the quiet things, the tiny little joys that a busy hour brings. A crisp new bill from an old machine. The sudden amber shift right before the traffic green. Life is loud, but the pocket beat is sweet. I keep my eyes right on the concrete street. Yeah, we sprint so fast, we miss the yellow light. We hurry home to stare into the screens at night. But if you pause and listen to the floor below, there is a hidden melody everywhere you go. Winter water tasting round just like you said. 9 unread messages floating in my head. The street lamp turns its warm light on the ground. This tiny little moment is the best one found. Fast at red line, late for the morning train. Smartwatch pinging through the artificial rain. I touch the sleeve of this old thrift shop coat. Suddenly I hear a distant summer note. Coarse woven wool rubs against my wrist today. Rough edge threads pulling on my stress away. 6 missed calls on my hologram display. Calendar flooded with the solid gray array. Rubbing this weave takes me back 5 years. Sitting on the porch with 2 cold root beers. No pitch decks, no high-speed commuter tracks. Just heavy denim fabric where my soul unwinds and relaxes. It only takes a frame scene to pause the modern noise, restoring all the quiet, simple, temporary joys. My schedule says I need to move, my fingers say to stay. Floating down a memory 3,000 miles away. Running through the city on an 80-hour week, chasing every deadline that the future wants to see. Then a simple stitch brings a forgotten summer breeze, dropping all my troubles right down to my knees. Finding tiny magic in the pocket of my coat, a quiet little refuge while the world stays remote. Now I remember sitting by the lakeside dock, wearing this exact same thread before we watched the clock. Unzipped collar taking in the afternoon heat, lifting up our dusty canvas sneakers from my feet. Back before the algorithm scheduled every breath, we had hours full of light that felt immune to death. Now the metro glides at 200 miles an hour, yet this coarse cotton sleeve gives me back my power. I rub the frayed hem right between my thumb and hand. The crowded platform fades into a stretch of golden sand. Workload heavy, battery at 23%. Target deadlines hit me everywhere that I got sent. Still I smile, standing near the automated door. A 5-second flashback brings my spirit back to shore. Running through the city on an 80-hour week, chasing every deadline that the future wants to see. Then a simple stitch brings a forgotten summer breeze, dropping all my troubles right down to my knees. Finding tiny magic in the pocket of my coat, a quiet little refuge while the world stays remote. Coarse woven wool against my wrist today. Simple little cotton takes the rush away. Back to the rhythm, back into the grind, with the piece of yesterday sitting in my mind. Yeah. 347 glows against the ceiling beam. Fast forward 10 years to acquire routine. No digital noise, just the sound of 2 cups. We made it through the rush. Now we never rush up. 3:47 goes against the ceiling beam. Red digits posting right beside a projected screen. I check my calendar, 84 tasks in line, syncing my schedule just to rent a little time. Right now it is high-speed coffee in a travel mug, rushing past the station just to snag a quick hug. But I close my eyes and I project another scene. Fast forward time until I turn 33. Commuter trains fade out, the lawnmower hums. I know that better afternoon is gonna come. We trade the deadline, panic for a wooden deck. No 40 unread messages around my neck. Picture us then sipping tea off the shelf, taking a breath and just being oneself. No double booking, no racing the light, just a simple warm slice of a Tuesday night. We held down the sprint through the noise and the grit, to buy back a moment where we simply sit. Yeah. Today is all pinging phones, elevator rides, running through the downpour, looking for a place to hide. Stepping over cables, balancing a lunch tray, trying to squeeze a full life into half a day. Yeah, I look ahead and see a simple kitchen table, fresh sliced fruit and the quiet Wi-Fi cable. A small garden patch growing tomatoes on the side. Nothing left to prove, nothing left to hide. Commuter trains fade out till lawnmower hums. I know that better afternoon is gonna come. We trade the deadline, panic for a wooden deck. No 40 unread messages around my head. Picture us then sipping tea off the shelf, taking a breath and just being oneself. No double booking, no racing the light, just a simple warm slice of a Tuesday night. We held down the sprint through the noise and the grit, to buy back a moment where we simply sit. Yeah. The future isn't flying cars or cities in the sky. It's sitting on a porch watching airplanes go by. It's finding 10 whole minutes where the clock stands still, eating cold leftovers on a windowsill. We build the whole grind just to earn this peace, waiting for the day when the demands are cease. Picture us then sipping tea off the shelf, taking a breath and just being oneself. No double booking, no racing the light, just a simple warm slice of a Tuesday night. We held down the sprint through the noise and the grit, to buy back a moment where we simply sit. 3:47 on the digital display. One day the hurry simply melts away, until that future lands on our door. We catch the small joys and we ask for nothing more. Target deadlines ticking on the wall, 20 unread messages in line. I could run until I lose it all, or take a breath and claim what's mine. Yeah. A tiny silver key sits right beside my paper cup. It doesn't open anything, I pick the metal up. My calendar is bleeding red with meetings in a row. My manager is texting me to ask how fast I go. I count the scuffs along the table surface while I sit. The radiator hums a rhythm fitting every bit. I got 100 miles to cover before 6 tonight, but watching light bounce off this key feels suddenly alright. My pulse is racing like a subway train, too many voices crowded in my brain. I pause my thumb right above the screen and appreciate the silence in between. I found a second in the rush today. I took a little piece and made it stay. The world keeps spinning at a heavy pace, but I am standing in my own small space. Sugar in my coffee, quiet in my chest, taking 20 seconds just to feel my best. Sync the data, fix the code, pay the rent on time. Trying to climb a ladder that is slippery with grime. My shoes are wet from crossing through the slush outside. My battery is sitting at 11% pride. Then someone drops a pastry bag and offers me a bite. It's cinnamon and butter, soft and warm and light. And just like that, the heavy sky turns into something sweet. I let the bassline rumble through the concrete beneath my feet. Yeah. My pulse was racing like a subway train, too many voices crowded in my brain. I pause my thumb right above the screen and appreciate the silence in between. I found a second in the rush today. I took a little piece and made it stay. The world keeps spinning at a heavy pace, but I am standing in my own small space. Sugar in my coffee, quiet in my chest, my best. It doesn't take a week away or a flight across the sea. It's just the way the steam rises up to cover me. It's holding on the simple things that keep my head aligned, leaving all the pressure on the street behind. The key is cold, the day is long. I hum the tempo of an honest song. Back to the grind with a steady mind. It's the smallest joy that I leave behind. Target deadlines ticking on the wall. I take my time and I stand up tall. You keep checking the clock on your wrist like it owes you money. You keep running in circles like stress is a funny story. Put the briefcase down, take a breath right now. We are sitting on the edge of the world somehow, yeah. The skateboard wheel clicks hard against the concrete curb, rattling the quiet street that you barely heard. You have 40 unanswered emails stacked in a row, and the boss on your back asking where the reports go. I can see the dark circles building under your eyes, trying to chase a promotion underneath blue light skies. Take off your lanyard, step away from the beat. We got 5 whole minutes on the bench in the street. You do not need to solve the whole world tonight. You just need a minute where the air feels right. Look at that corner store light turn green. Best little break that you ever have seen. Drop your bag on the pavement, sit right here with me. We got a lukewarm soda and a breeze for free. Forget the deadlines piling up inside your head. Listen to the city, make a song instead. You do not have to hurry to be someone great. Small, kinda happy, does not care if you are late. You got a habit of carrying the weight of the floor, always checking your watch while you walk through the door. I brought 2 salted pretzels from the car by the park. We can split the hot crust before the sky gets dark. Look at that dog barking loud at the trash can lid, laughing like we used to when we were just kids. Your phone keeps buzzing in your pocket right now. Flip it face down on the bench somehow. 10 years running on a hamster wheel. You forgot how a simple summer night can feel. No promotion is gonna buy back this hour. Sitting on a stoop under street lamp power. Look at me, my friend, unclench your jaw. This is the sweetest thing you ever saw. Just a bench on the corner in the warm night air. You and me sitting with nothing to spare. Turn off the screen, stay right here. Julian carries 3 demands inside his pocket jacket, trying hard to filter out the noise of urban racket. Every single schedule item stacked from edge to edge, standing on the threshold of a crowded subway ledge. Toast of vanilla just past the glass doors, crossing the tiles of the 61st floor. Julian checks for his tablet and key, tracking the clock at 2:45. 90 unread messages sitting in queue, clients demanding a full overview. Rushing downstairs with his collar pulled tight, fearing he will not finish before night. Then the warm scent pulls his chin to the right. Baker in white apron turning the light. His feet slow down on the moving walkway. Forget the deadlines for half of a second. He watches dough rise inside of a tray, ignoring where the calendar beckons. He takes a bite of hot sugar and dough, while the city spins too fast below. 5 small minutes where the world disappears, drowning out the heavy roar of his fears. Julian smiles at a stranger passing by, wiping powdered sugar off of his tie. It does not take much to make a rough day feel right. Just a warm bakery box held tight. Back on the avenue, moving his stride, tucking the paper bag neatly inside. Phone vibrating against his right hip. He takes a quiet and slow little sip, cinnamon flavor relaxing his mind, leaving the panic a few steps behind. Red traffic light turns to green in a flash. He stops running in the midtown dash, noticing sparrows that perch on the rail, finding a story inside the small detail. His feet slow down on the moving walkway, forget the deadlines for half of a second. He watches dough rise inside of a tray, ignoring where the calendar beckons. He takes a bite of hot sugar and dough, while the city spins too fast below. 5 small minutes where the world disappears, drowning out the heavy roar of his fears. Julian smiles at a stranger passing by, wiping powdered sugar off of his tie. It does not take much to make a rough day feel right, just a warm bakery box held tight. The system demands every hour he owns, calculated stats on glowing smartphones, but flavor and heat can reclaim the whole block, stealing back power from a digital clock. He breathes in deep as the steam hits the air, finding a sanctuary sitting right there. Walking the last 3 blocks to the train, a sweet little buffer against the daily strain. Julian keeps the brown paper bag close, taking the warmth where he needs it the most. The city keeps moving at full speed ahead. He tastes the butter and sugar instead. Freeze the frame, let the bassline glide, catch the rhythm running deep inside. Even when the city moves too fast, we find a moment that was built to last. Silence holds a stairwell still until a single thought cuts through the chill. What if the rush is just an empty screen, and peace lives in between the unseen? Fluorescent lights flicker twice, then stop. An iced latte sits on a marble top. Condensation drops down the plastic side, while 30 deadlines wait right outside. Camera pans left to the open glass, watching great taxis and commuters pass. I take a slow sip, notice sugar sweet, a brief quiet pulse under heavy feet. The city clock ticks, but the groove takes space, color returning to a tired face. One quiet second turns the noise down low. Watch how the shadows start to catch the glow. Cinematic stillness in the midday heat, finding small magic on a crowded street. Headphones locked to a heavy bass kick, solving the puzzle with a simple trick. We run through the pages of a busy chart, then hold a small spark in a heavy heart. Yeah. Shift to the lobby where the doors swing wide. The gust of fresh air hits the floor inside. Someone dropped a yellow flower on the tile, and 2 total strangers exchange a smile. Zoom in close on the steaming street, steam rising up where the asphalt meets. The beat keeps bumping in my pocket tight, turning mundane errands into soft street light. Not looking for a vacation plan, just holding warm bread in a brown paper bag. Oh, cinematic stillness in the midday heat, finding small magic on a crowded street. Headphones locked to a heavy bass kick, solving the puzzle with a simple trick. We run through the pages of a busy chart, then hold a small spark in a heavy heart. Cut to the wide shot, skyline glows where the river of red tail lights flows. I pause on the curb while the signal flips, a faint smile landing on my dry lips. No dramatic plot, no huge parade, just a golden sunset in the parking shade. Lens flares out as the rhythm slows underneath the surface where the tempo grows. Small happy moments holding up the frame, quietly changing how we play the game. Fade to black, keep the groove right here. Everything is sharp, everything is clear. Static on the frequency, numbers in my head, running out of reasons to believe what I just read. If the city never sleeps, then who is writing all the dreams? Nothing is as chaotic as it seems. Yeah, why does the blue light on the router keep blinking when nobody is sending a message? I got 7 unread emails about a project deadline. 34 tabs open on my tablet, looking for a secondhand jacket. Did I leave the stove on? No, I didn't make breakfast. Caramel syrup on the paper towel, wiping down the counter while the beat drops. Reckless, start sliding sideways from a budget report to a memory of swimming in the lake in July. Green neon traffic light shifts to yellow. Nobody stops, everybody wants to fly. My shoes are tied too tight, but the rhythm in my heels feels surprisingly right. I bought a $3 peach from the fruit stand guy who doesn't even know my name, biting into sweet juice while the crowded turnstile plays its daily game. One thought bleeding into 2, 3, 4, dropping my keys on the hallway floor. Forgot what I came in here to find, but the sweetness lingers on my mind. Sipping cold tea while the server reboots, finding little flowers growing out of dirty boots. The schedule is screaming, but my feet are keeping tempo. Life is getting noisy, but the feeling is simple. Stream of thoughts running like a river through the noise, trading big problems for these tiny little joys. Yeah, where do forgotten passwords go when they die? I'm watching clouds shape into a giant pie chart in the sky. Manager pinging me about a missing spreadsheet row. Meanwhile, a dog in the raincoat is putting on a show at the corner crosswalk. I laugh out loud, person next to me thinks I wanna talk. Just drifting, shifting my attention from the screen to the steam rising off the pavement bricks. 5 missed calls, 62 notifications, but a warm chocolate cookie fixes half of my fixes. Is that a real phrase? Doesn't matter, flow moves fast, future is a haze, but this bite right now is built to last. One thought bleeding into 2, 3, 4, dropping my keys on the hallway floor. Forgot what I came in here to find, but the sweetness lingers on my mind. Sipping cold tea while the server reboots, finding little flowers growing out of dirty boots. The schedule is screaming, but my feet are keeping tempo. Life is getting noisy, but the feeling is simple. Stream of thoughts running like a river through the noise, trading big problems for these tiny little joys. Why do we hurry to get to the end of a song? Why do we count every second we think is taking too long? The pulse in my wrist matches the bass in the wall. If I don't answer the ping, does the building really fall? The skyline glows like an unread text. I don't really care what happens next. Sipping cold tea while the server reboots, finding little flowers growing out of dirty boots. The schedule is screaming, but my feet are keeping tempo. Life is getting noisy, but the feeling is simple. Stream of thoughts running like a river through the noise, trading big problems for these tiny little joys. Router light still blinking blue, juice on my thumb from the peach I chewed. 34 tabs, let them stay right there. A cool afternoon air sitting in my hair. Unanswered questions hanging in the room. Groove keeps floating through the afternoon. Golden orange shoes coat, the station glass. We are running fast, watching hours pass. Stop and take a breath on this bench with me. Finding little truths where we used to be. Yeah. Magenta glare reflects off wet asphalt. Standing at the corner bringing thoughts to a halt. My phone keeps buzzing with 300 unread chats. Digital deadlines, project stats, back-to-backs. The guy beside me in the denim jacket looks up, adjusts his paper coffee cup, nods at my brush. She says the sky looks like an old arcade screen. I laugh out loud because I know what he means. Tells me he used to run 12 miles an hour. Now he sits right here just watching rain hit a flower. Two strangers standing in a heavy wave of light, trading simple stories while the city turns to night. The meter on my wrist says I should hurry along, but listening to him feels like finding a song. Small pockets of peace in a high-speed zone, sitting on the curb feeling less alone. We talk about the weather and the cheap filtered coffee, how a quiet 10 minutes sets the spirit free. Underneath the glow of the lavender street lamps, finding sweet moments through the hustle and cramps. Yeah. He tells me about his daughter and her new skate shoes. I tell him about my job and how I hate the news. No deep secrets, just a 30-second break, a casual swap of the paths that we take. He says the secret to the week is a warm slice of pie, not the numbers on the screen passing rapidly by. I check my smartwatch, cancel out the next call, realizing that the grand things are actually small. Two strangers standing in a heavy wave of light, trading simple stories while the city turns to night. The meter on my wrist says I should hurry along, but listening to him feels like finding a song. Small pockets of peace in a high-speed zone, sitting on the curb feeling less alone. We talk about the weather and the cheap filtered coffee, how a quiet 10 minutes sets the spirit free. Underneath the glow of the lavender street lamps, finding sweet moments through the hustle and cramps. Yeah. The bus finally pulls up, the doors slide wide. He steps on board with the smile inside, says take it easy kid, don't forget to look around. I stay right here on this neon ground. The light turns green, but I sit for a bit, loving every second of the world where I sit. Small pockets of peace in a high-speed zone, sitting on the curb feeling less alone. We talk about the weather and the cheap filtered coffee, how a quiet 10 minutes sets the spirit free. Underneath the glow of the lavender street lamps, finding sweet moments through the hustle and cramps. Copper-colored beams wash across the square, breathing in the calm of the evening air. A stranger gave a gift that didn't cost a dime, just a minute off the clock in the middle of time. The city spins at 80 miles an hour. I hold a quiet thread inside my hand. A simple stitch can overpower the noise I never fully planned. Coarse waffle knit rubs against my wrist, inside a packed car rushing down the grid. The scratchy cotton brings a sudden mist of 17 and everything we did. I touched the frayed edge sitting on my lap, and instantly the subway disappears. We sat on concrete underneath the gap in stormy clouds without a single fear. The bassline bumps inside my headphones now. My schedule screens for another hour, but I am drifting back somehow to simple grass and summer showers. Thread by thread, the heavy days unfold. I find a minute sitting in the groove, a little warmth that never got too cold. A quiet space where nothing has to move. Between the syncopated modern beat, I feel the fabric of a better year, walking soft on any crowded street, with ancient comfort standing there. Digital readouts flash across the glass, 3 missed calls from the project head. I run my thumb over the woven mask and recall the easy words we said, laying on the flannel blanket in the yard, drinking tap water from a plastic cup. Life didn't have to be this hard before we tried so hard to build it up. Sensory light hits the back of my eyes, texture of thread bringing back the skies. No heavy targets, no endless queue, just raw blue cotton and me and you. I take that memory into the rush, turn off the screen and feel the hush. Thread by thread, the heavy days unfold. I find a minute sitting in the groove, a little warmth that never got too cold. A quiet space where nothing has to move. Between the syncopated modern beat, I feel the fabric of a better year. Walking soft on any crowded street, with ancient comfort standing near. Smooth modern beat fading in the background. While phone its sleeve tucked into my coat. The sweetest stillness I have ever found, keeping my busy spirit afloat. "10 years from the night when the schedule overflows, we will find a table where the quiet traffic goes. Rhythm in the tires and a bass line in the street, saving every second just to make the quiet sweet." Yeah, yeah. 1859 ticks on the dashboard display. Commuter pods are gliding through the end of the day. Files in the cloud and a dozen calendar invites, pushing through the blur of futuristic city lights. I picture us in 2038 sitting tight, stepping off the grid before the blue screens ignite. Backstage, meeting finished and the project is done, counting down the seconds till the evening is won. The city keeps a tempo that is way too fast, running on a circuit built to never last. But I can see the table where we set our plates while the busy metropolis negotiates. We will still love fresh bread, hot off the tray, slowing down the rhythm at the close of the day. In the middle of the hurry and the digital noise, we will find the stillness in the simple little joys. And the future moves at a million miles an hour, sitting in the kitchen with a small yellow flower. Yeah, 2300 on the wristband screen, swiping off the stress of a routine so mean. Client calls finished across 4 time zones, silence in the hum of smart home phones. Then we tear a piece of crust and we pass the bud around. Finest little feeling that could ever be found. No high-tech fix for a satisfied smile, just sitting with you for a little while. The city keeps a tempo that is way too fast, running on a circuit built to never last. But I can see the table where we set our plates while the busy metropolis negotiates. We will still love fresh bread, hot off the tray, slowing down the rhythm at the close of the day. In the middle of the hurry and the digital noise, we will find the stillness in the simple little joys. And the future moves at a million miles an hour, sitting in the kitchen with a small yellow flower. Years roll forward and the gadgets change form. Workload's heavy but the kitchen stays warm. Let the deadlines pile up high on the shelf. Tonight belongs to taking care of oneself. A modern groove swinging soft in the background. Peace is the rarest thing we ever found. 1859 on a future clock face, still finding comfort in a small quiet place. Work hard, breathe slow past the warm plate, loving every minute in 2038.